A long, long time ago, A very long time ago. Before cars, before cities, before even the first iron pot was made. The earth was wide, green, and full of wonders. There were forests so deep that sunlight got lost inside. Rivers that sang louder than drums. And mountains that rose high enough to tickle the bellies of clouds. And up there, in those tall blue mountains, lived the giants. Tall as palm trees, strong as 10 elephants. And with hearts that beat like thunder in the rainy season. But don't be afraid. Not all giants were wicked. No, my children, one of them was different. His name was Burrow, the gentle one. Sunrise over mountains, the gentle giant. Burrow was big, yes, his foot was as wide as a canoe. But he was kind. He loved to talk to the wind. To whistle with the birds. And to make music with the stones and the rain. Every evening, when the moon rose, Burrow would sit beside a lake on the mountain and play his great stone flute. The sound rolled down through the valleys. Soft and deep, like the heartbeat of the world. Down below, in a small village called Ndale, people would hear the music and whisper, "Oh, the mountain is singing again." The elders warned, "Stay away, children. That is the song of a giant. If you go up there, you'll never come back." But one boy didn't listen. Boy medium dark skin toned the boy who wasn't afraid. His name was Timo. He was small but full of courage. And his eyes sparkled with curiosity like stars after rain. Timo loved to explore the forest, the rivers, the hills. And one evening, as he sat on a rock watching the red sun go down, he heard the mountain sing again. The sound was so beautiful that it pulled at his heart like a drumbeat. He ran home shouting, "Mama! Mama! The mountain is singing." But his mother said, "That's no song, my child. That's the voice of the giant. Promise me you will not go there." Timo nodded. But in his heart he was already planning. That night, while the moon was fat and bright, he packed a small calabash of water, a piece of yam, and his lucky stone, the one he always kept in his pocket. He whispered to the stars, "I'm going to find the singing giant." And off he went. Deciduously the journey. The journey was long. He crossed streams that splashed his legs, climbed rocks that scraped his knees, and passed trees that whispered secrets to each other. He walked and walked until the forest grew thin, until he reached the clouds themselves. Then he saw it. A giant, sitting beside a lake, playing a flute longer than a tree trunk. The sound rolled and rolled, making the water dance. Timo hid behind a rock and watched, eyes wide. He wanted to run away, but the music was too sweet. When the giant stopped playing, Timo clapped his hands, clap, clap. The sound was small, but the giant heard it. He turned, his eyes glowing like two golden moons. "Who is there?" he said, his voice shaking the stones. Timo stepped out, shaking but brave. "It's me," he said. "I heard your song. It made my heart happy." The giant blinked. "You are not afraid of me?" "No," said Timo. "Why should I fear someone who makes such a beautiful sound?" The giant smiled, a slow, white smile that lit up the mountainside. "Then come, little one," he said. "Sit and listen. I am Burrow, the mountain giant." Sun behind rain cloud the friendship. From that day, Timo and Burrow became friends. Every few days, Timo climbed the mountain to visit. Burrow would lift him onto his shoulder. And together they would watch the world below. The rivers like silver snakes. The villages like tiny beads. The clouds like sleeping cattle. Burrow told Timo old stories. How the first thunder was born. How trees learned to dance in the wind. And how mountains grew when the earth laughed. Timo told Burrow about his village. About his mother's cooking, the drum dances, and the night fires. When Burrow tasted a piece of roasted yam for the first time, he laughed so hard that the trees shook. Ho ho ho. Small, but powerful. This food has spirit. Sometimes, when the river below flooded, Burrow used his great hands to move stones and save the farmlands. When hunters were lost in the forest, he would blow his flute, and the echo would guide them home. But no one in the village believed Timo's stories about the gentle giant. Giants are monsters, they said. You've been dreaming, boy. High voltage, the trouble comes. Then one year, the rain stopped. The river dried up, the wells grew empty, and the crops withered under the hot sun. The villagers cried, "The giant has stolen our rain." They